So all of us are always looking for ways to increase the value of your home. So in this video, I just want to give you 9 things that I think are at the top of the list of ways to increase the value of your home. So let's jump right in. First and foremost, you get one good chance to make a good first impression. So curb appeal is going to be good. So making sure your the front of the house is cleaned up, the exterior of the house in general, that your landscaping is good. We just had a guy stop by yesterday about treating the yard with some chemicals to make it all look fun and good and nice. Now that things are starting to warm up. And things like even painting your front door, that's something that people look at a lot, you may not even think about. But making sure that that good first impression, that drive by the house in there, make sure everything looks good, that's going to help. And then of course, the big things that we most often think about are their kitchens and bathrooms. We spend a lot of time there, kitchen and cooking and gathering around. I know at our house, the kitchen, people are in the kitchen all the time gathering around there. So making sure those are up and looking nice and up to date and those kinds of things too. So if you can, and as an appraiser for many, many years, I got to ask this question all the time. Does adding living area help? And of course it does. So you don't want to get crazy with it, but on the same note, if you got, say, a basement, attic area, enclosed porches, patios, that kind of stuff that you can actually turn into living area, that's definitely going to help out in your house, the value of your house and the appeal of the house too. So if you can add living area and it makes sense to do so, definitely a way to increase the value of your home. And then also we have energy efficient items. You may think, especially appliances, windows, doors. We just put a new furnace and air conditioner in our house 3 weeks ago. So can't wait to see my first bill because I've expected that that's going to save us some money there too. So those kinds of things that are going to save money but add some value to your house as well. Security, home security, and smart devices. The Ring doorbells, the programmable thermostats, the lighting that you can control, smart locks even too. As we're getting into the house, if you have guests or anybody coming in, you know, the smart locks. So those kinds of things that actually are more convenient for the house are of course going to add value to it as well. Lighting is another big thing that you want to look at too and make sure that it's in there. You've got the good lighting. I mean, it just makes all the difference in the world. The last couple of days here, it's been kind of dark and gloomy outside, and you know, I think sometimes our moods are kind of down a little bit versus when it's sunny outside. So, you know, nice bright light and that lights up the room, and I think that really helps too, and it's going to add some value to it. And then of course paint. Nothing better than, in fact, we just had one of our bathrooms painted and completely different color. My wife loves it, I love it, but the paint on there, you know, if you're getting some chipping paint or it's not quite up to snuff, or it's, you know, colors from way back when that don't quite fit, paint's going to be another thing. And then along with that, the 8th thing is going to be your flooring. To make sure, you know, we took out our carpet, went to hardwoods several years ago, but do what works best for you, what you're comfortable with. But again, especially when you go to sell the house or even have it appraised, you know, you want all the things to really pop and look good. So adding some good flooring in there is and making sure that's up to date, looks good, not all scratched up, those kinds of things, that's another thing to add. The last thing, which is the coolest thing, is that keeping up with maintenance, cleaning, and decluttering the house. So this is free or almost free. You know, changing your furnace filters. I can't tell you how many times I've gone out on showings and we see dust, we see the furnace filter is all clogged up, the filters, that kind of, it just gives you a bad taste in your mouth, if you will, and it doesn't set the right tone. So those things are free or almost free. And another good way to increase the value of your home. So if there's anything else, any of those items that I can help you with, we've got contractors, we've got people out here, I'm in contact with them all the time that do exactly this kind of work. Whatever I can do in that regard to help you out. If you have any questions about that or anything like that, by all means let me know, reach out, be glad to talk to you, and we'll see you on the next one.